Today we have a phenomenal guest, Mr. Deeb. Van, how are you? And thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you, Marco. I was very honored when you asked me to be here.
Excellent. While I was driving here, a friend of mine called me, and I said, "Well, I'm going to interview Mr. Deeb." He's like, "Oh my gosh, that guy has so much under his belt." So, who is Deeb, actually?
I'm an entrepreneur. That's the best way to describe me. I've been very blessed in my life that I love to work. I love to work. I just do. I'm one of the lucky people that gets up in the morning and says, I can't wait to go to work today.
That's bizarre, that's strange, because most of the people, they don't want to go to work. And you're telling me that you love to work.
Yeah, most people are, shoot, I got to go to work today. I don't feel like it. But, you know, I look at every day as a gift, that it's a blessing. And so when you have an attitude that you're extremely grateful, it makes a big difference in how you have an outlook on everything you do. And I'm a very grateful person, as I know you are, Marco, also. Yeah.
What would be your definition of success?
Well, everybody's definition of success is different, of course. And my definition of success is that I've accomplished something that I've worked hard to achieve.
You have accomplished something that have worked hard to achieve.
Yes, something that I've really wanted to accomplish, and then it happens, I would consider that a success. And, you know, I know people, you know, I come from a family of teachers, and I would consider them very successful because they had a great career of teaching, and they worked hard to try to be a great teacher, and they were.
That's pretty awesome.
That's success to me.
Okay. So you teaches, you're an author, you're a speaker, entrepreneur. What else am I missing? So how do you find time, you know, talking about time management? Because most of us struggle, like, you know, managing our time. We have 24 hours in one day. So what does time management mean to you, and how do you manage time to be ahead?
If there's one area of my life that I am constantly working on, is time management. Okay. And I think that's never ending. I think anybody that's a successful person or that is driven and determined always has certain areas of their life that they need to get better at. And I've gotten better as time goes on, but it's been through experience. So I try to prioritize what's important to me and what's not.
So prioritizing what is important.
Prioritizing your to-do list of what you need to do and what you don't need to do. And, you know, we have the ability to accomplish what we want to set out for that day. We might have to get up a little earlier. Exactly. Like, I know that if I've got a lot on my plate, I know that I can knock a lot of it out, even getting it done on a Sunday, so my Monday's not so full. But I'm a project-oriented person, so I know that the more I get done, the better I'm going to feel. But time management, and that means, you know, do I need to go to lunch with my friend today for an hour and a half when I could be doing something more productive? You know, we're always trying to figure out better ways, you know, and it's like, for instance, in my career, a lot of people in business people are golfers, and they love to go golfing. Well, okay. I like to golf if I have absolutely nothing else to do. So I'm not one of these that, I always looked at 4 hours of golfing, I could get so many cool projects or work on things during those 4 hours. But you know, one of the things that I think helps with time management is I've made business my friend. I didn't look at business as a job. I look at business as, this is my friend. And I enjoy spending time with my friend.
So that's how you look at it. That's why you like having fun. You already excited every morning, you know, to go to work that you have passion for.
Life isn't a dress rehearsal. This is the real deal. I put huge value on our conversations when you and I meet together. You know, it's a luxury. And thank you. Yeah, so, you know, it's real important to understand that everything we do is important. It's significant, because we're not practicing for doing it something later on in life. We want to do it now and be the best we can at it.
Exactly. I love that. I love that. So from your successful story, you know, you know, what make you become successful, I understand that you don't like to take no for an answer.
No.
So share with me like a brief story.
Well, I'll just give you an example of many. Is I've always been non-conforming and rebellious, and I like
rebellious.
I like doing my own thing, and that's probably why I had to start my own business when I was 23, because I'm probably unemployable. But you know, so for instance, when I started my real estate company in Omaha in 1993, I had several of my competitors that made me job offers to be their manager or something, because they'd say, Van, there's not room for another real estate company in Omaha. So basically they're kind of in some form or fashion saying, no, it can't be done. So I use no's as, when someone says no or you can't, I use it as fuel, not to prove them wrong, but to prove me right.
It kind of motivates you.
It motivates me. And you know, we need motivation. We need to have something that is burning the fire inside of us to make us want to be successful. You know, so if we accept no, then it's kind of a failure, unless you really didn't care. If you wanted to set out to do something and the people you need to help you become successful aren't going to help you, and you're going, I'm not really into it anyway, that's okay. But if you really have a passion about doing something,
you have to be hungry for it.
You have to be hungry, and you have to have blinders on and just concentrate on making it happen.
Exactly. I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
So you have a lot of experience in real estate. Yeah. What advice will you have for first-time home buyer as far as, like, you know, buying a house and money-wise?
You know, what I tell people to do is, first of all, owning a piece of real estate is one of the for sure things that we know will be a safe investment. I don't care how bad the real estate market is or whatever the economy's going through, owning a piece of real estate will always be a good thing.
Always a good thing.
Always a good thing to own a piece of real estate. So I tell people, save their money for their down payment. Don't be afraid to buy something sooner than later, you know, and you're building equity, and your monthly payments is like a savings account. I think home ownership, you know, in a world where the stock market's going up and down, nothing's for sure. Home ownership, you own a piece of the earth.
Piece of the earth.
And the way I look through it is, when you just make a decision that you want to own a home, you know, you're making a decision that I'm committing. I'm not just passing through. And it does something to you. When I bought my first house, it made me feel like I was really, you know, a part of something. I'm a big fan of helping first-time buyers, and I try to save first-time buyers a lot of money with my advice and my consultation of telling them what not to do as well as what to do. Yeah.
That's pretty amazing. So what about young millennials who are getting off college today?
Yeah.
You know, talking about money management in general, what tips, advice you have for those type of group?
If somebody had questions about money management, I would tell them to call my friend Marco. Because he can help them, because that's your field. I know that you can help people in the money management. I would come to you if I had money management issues. But there's nothing better than saving money. I was the guy in my young 20s and throughout my younger part of my life that I passed up on going to events with my friends on weekends. And I didn't spend a lot of money, and I didn't take a lot of debt and a lot of loans, because I was looking at the bigger picture.
Yes.
I saw myself in my 40s retired, which eventually came true. But I wanted to save money, and I was looking at the bigger picture. I had a great time in my younger days, and I still continue to, but saving money. And if you say, well, I don't have the type of job that I can save money, I can get a part-time job.
So you can save money.
Yeah, and that's the whole key. Life is a lot better when you got a buck or two in your pocket. Yeah. But here's the thing that I'm finding with the millennials is a lot of people here's where they are, and they want to be here. Right. They want this huge success. They want, you know, what they see on MTV Cribs. They want all this other stuff. They want all the success. But they're not willing to do what's in the gap.
The groundwork.
The groundwork. It's like people coming in real estate have said to me, well, I don't want to go out there and list and sell. I want to just build a big team, or I want to do this, or I want to do that. And I tell people, get in the ditches, get in the trenches. It's like people that open up a new business, but they're not willing to do all of the B, C, and D stuff that will help you be successful. It's like, I'm going to use an example. If I opened up a restaurant, I want to be the busboy, I want to be the dishwasher, I want to be the assistant bar manager, the bar manager. I want to be every position, so I know.
Learn a lot also.
It's like I got a relative that's going to open up a maid service, okay? House cleaning. I've been consulting with him and giving him advice for the last 6 months, and he wants to just get a team of maids and build his business. Can he do it that way? Absolutely. But my advice to him, and now he's going to take it, I said, you need to go clean. You can't be too big for your britches. You need to go clean these houses, and then you train these people. But I said, how are you going to tell somebody what kind of application to use to get a stain off a piece of some carpet? Or what's the best way to clean this or clean that? And I said, you can't be too big for your britches where you can't get out there and do the dirty work. It's going to make that level of success so much more exciting when you do become successful.
So now we're going to go personal.
Yeah.
What's your favorite car?
My favorite car, yes. I've had Bentleys, I've had Jaguars, I've had Mercedes, and right now my favorite car is my Escalade.
Your Escalade.
Because I feel like I can drive and I can crush people. I can, you know, I just like having the big Escalade.
If you were put like in a desert, if you had to take one item, what would that be?
Water.
Water, that's pretty clever.
Yeah.
Easy, right?
Yeah, I don't want to die of thirst in the desert.
What's your favorite music right now?
I love all kinds of music. I like alternative music, I like hip hop, I like Motown. It depends what mood I'm in. Mostly my radio station is tuned into Christian radio. Okay. I listen to a channel called K-Love, and I really love Christian music. I love the lyrics of Christian music.
Perfect. What would be your last advice to my viewers?
You know, if I could give just one advice to your viewers, Marco, it would be to surround yourself with positive, like-minded people.
That's really powerful. I love it.
That's really the key. I mean, I know that when you make that decision to try to surround yourself around the Van Deebs and the Marcos and the you know, people that are interested in growing, it rubs off on you. I made that decision in my young 20s that I wasn't going to be with a certain group of people anymore. It wasn't good for me. And I only surrounded myself around like-minded people that wanted a fulfilled life. It's contagious. So my advice to your viewers is pick your friends wisely. You're the average of the 5 people you choose to be in your life. And if they're not good people, see ya.
Send them out.
Send them out.
All right. Van, it has been a truly pleasure to have you on the show. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to comment below and subscribe to our show somewhere here so you don't miss any content.